Who would have thought? There are some, looks like squash, that are coming this time of year. As you can see, started to break down, broken down these houses, breaking down these pens. So I'm not going to be repairing this one. This is going to be broken down and turned into animal handling area. Are you all lining up, ready to go? Of course, Freckles wants to be the first out. Yeah, we know you, Freckles. Am I going to be able to fix this gate? That is the question. Sometimes I think the two of you just like to mare for the sake of marrying, because your food is there, the others are all eating, but you always want what you think might be on the other side. So this nightmare gate, so my back is a lot better, but it's still very painful to bend. So threading this gate like this, having to do all the bending, is not good. So I've been thinking about how I can fix this situation, and I think I might have a bit of a plan. I'm not too sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to try anyway. Yeah, this pull-on gate like this doesn't work. You have to thread it, because otherwise they just put their head in between and push it open. Yeah, so definitely you have to come up with a different plan. I don't know what you're going on about, Lizzie. So Kate is getting an udder now. What's it, Ruby Rubes? No, don't get excited. You're not coming out. You only just got in. I've got my tape measure. I'm going to measure this gate. It's quite big, so it's going to have to be probably 2 gates that join together somehow or other. So let's try measure. So it's going to have to come from there. From there. Okay. So I've measured this now. It's 5.74 meters wide. It's like kind of a 5.74 meter gate. And I think that's part of the problem. The gate is too big, so it's floppy, and yeah. Let me think. 5.74. See, I'd have to have, oh, man, it's almost like 3 gates. I mean, I might have to do it like a concertina gate. So with these kiwis, I'm going to, I've taken some of the slightly bigger ones out from the pigs. I'm going to keep the skins for the pigs, but I'm going to chop them up to make some kiwi fruit jam. Okay, so I've got 5 cups of chopped kiwis, and I've also put in 2 chopped apples, and I've got in 2 cups of sugar and a 1/4 cup of lemon juice and a pinch of salt. So I'm going to put this on the boil, and hopefully, well, they say kiwi fruit contains a lot of pectin, so hopefully it will be able to set into a nice jam. So I've been given quite a lot of different chilies. So I decided I'm going to try and make a hot sauce with them. And I'll add in the peppers and some garlic and an onion. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide up the chilies and the onion and these other capsicum and these, hot peppers into jars, and then I'm going to make a brine solution of 1 teaspoon of salt with 1 cup of water, which I will then heat up, and then I'm going to pour it over the contents of the jars once I put this in, so that it can ferment for a week. I'm going to let it ferment for a week, and then I'm going to put it in the blender to make the hot sauce. Okay, so I'm ready now to put the jam into jars. Were you all laying in your house until I came out? Only 4 piglets left, 2 more to go. And then I've got 2 girls that I haven't got names for yet. Yes. Can I give you my leftover vegetable peelings as a bit of a treat? You want them as a bit of a treat? Oh. There we go. Oh my goodness, what a lovely treat. Are you fighting with each other? Yum, yum, yum. So I'm heading to Fundar now. I'm going to do some laundry, but I'm going to try and pop in to see if the doctor can see me, because on the 15th of December I just took a step to the side and had the sharp pain in my back, and it hasn't got better. I'm still struggling to be able to bend, and not easy to get things done on the farm. I'm feeding, instead of taking the bags out of the back of the van, I'm feeding from the back of the van, so I don't have to carry or bend. So I'm still able to feed the animals and do their water and that, but there's not much else I can do at the moment. Misty morning again. No frost, but misty. Breakfast of champions. So you sort of fixed one problem, the next comes. The glow light is flashing on Matilda. I had the car serviced beginning of December, and so everything else is good, but I now have to get the glow plugs replaced, so I'll have to take the car in to the garage in Fundau again to get that done. So I was going to get the wood for the gate yesterday, but after I was at the doctor, she referred me to the hospital, and I spent the rest of the day in the hospital. I've had 3 painkiller injections, 1 extremely strong pain pill that they stuck under my tongue, and 2 pain drips. And I was able to sort of walk. I'm much better. I've got to go and pick up some tramadol and really strong anti-inflammatories. And that's the way they're going to treat this, is just with extremely strong painkillers and very strong anti-inflammatories, and then hopefully it sort of eases that the vertebrae pinching the nerve moves out the way. That's my way that they're going to treat this. Trying to avoid 2 trips with a wheelbarrow, but that's not going to happen. One thing's really fallen off, and I've got another bag of washing in the back, so it's going to have to be 2 trips. I tell you, when having to lift bags, there are times that I do miss not having a man around here, but those times are fleeting. So I use the blender quite a bit, making smoothies and different sauces and my soups. So my blender had packed up. The motor part is still working. It's just the seal at the bottom of the glass jug is gone, so things leak out the bottom. I can probably, I don't know how to replace that seal, look into that, but in the meantime I need a blender, and this one wasn't that expensive, so I got that. And then this morning I went through to the Bio Eco Market in Edanya Nova. I wanted to just have a look, but honestly there wasn't much going on to video for you. There was a good butchery there though that sells organic beef. I'm wanting to try and make some beef and like pepper steak beef pies, meat pies. I did get some veggies from Anton, and I also got some honey, because I belong to quite a few like Kuni pig groups, and they have said that if you have a piglet that's quite weak when it's born, if you put honey on its gums, then it gives it like a big boost. So when I was in America, I bought a whole lot of multi-species colostrum, so I've got that as well, and I want to keep this honey also to use on piglets that might be, some of them sometimes are born weak, especially if they're the last ones coming out. They're not always as strong as the ones that come out first. Just come to the pharmacy in Val de Prezeres to get my script. So yeah, apparently she said it's going to make me fly at night, so that's going to be interesting. I'm just driving down my farm road now, and I can see these people over here. This is the kind of gate that I think I need for that area. I think this is exactly what I need to make. So I am wanting to move all the pigs into this area because there's a lot of grazing at the moment, but this fence over here, you can see this is where jelly bean, blueberry, gingerbread and apple pie and sweetie pie and cupcake, I think this is where they go under the fence. You can see it's been pushed up, so I have to repair this, but with my back at the moment, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe if I bring a chair and I sit on a chair, but this wood looks like it's almost turned to stone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit staples into it. How I can fix this so I can bring those pigs in here. So this brings me to the power of yet. So because of my condition of my back at the moment, I might not be able to fix things yet. This is all about the power of yet. And this is something that I used to teach the children in my class. There's no use crying if you can't do long division, or you can't do long multiplication, or you can't grasp some concept. It just means you can't do it yet. And it doesn't mean to say you're never going to be able to do it. And the power of yet is powerful, let me tell you that. I used to have it in big letters on the wall in my classroom, the power of yet. And when every time someone was saying, oh, but I can't do it, I said, what does it say on the wall? The power of yet. So I might not be able to move them yet, and I might not be able to fix this yet, but I will be able to soon, once this back heals. Luckily, Cocoa Pop and Cinnamon Bun and Chris aren't going through this area, but I definitely have to put something here. I wonder if I should, I've got my tape measure, maybe I just measure to see how long this is at the moment. Okay, 220. Okay, it's 220 across. There's no point in focusing on what you can't do. Focus on the things you can do. So I can use this time to still keep busy, pick fruit for my animals, and bake and cook to stock my freezer. Just focus on things you can do, and then you don't get depressed about the things that you can't do. The big problem with this gate is that every time my back is starting to feel a little bit better, then I have to bend to thread these posts together, and it immediately puts my back out again. So I can rest it during the day, but when I unthread this at night, it puts my back out, and in the morning again. So I don't want to stop letting the sheep come and graze in here though. That's the thing. So hopefully the strong drugs I've picked up now will help. So I'm going to take one of these anti-inflammatories now. The tramadol I only take at night and apparently in the morning. But I've got this roll-on gel, because then I struggle a bit putting on the gel or the cream. The roll-on is much better, easier to do if you are by yourself. I thought I can spray paint this door because this is something that I can do and have some success at. I think this is just like an undercoat stuff that I don't even know what it is. I don't even know where it came from. I just saw it on my shelf. But it looks more like an undercoat. Oh well. I suppose an undercoat is good. I can always paint over it with blue paint, because I'm wanting my kitchen with blue and white. Yeah, this is definitely like an undercoat. It actually gives quite a cool effect though, to be honest. I quite like that, almost like marbled effect. I might just leave it. Just paint the door frame dark blue and leave this like this with this effect. Quite like it. Whatever it is. I don't know where it came from. I definitely didn't buy it. Oh well. Might need several coats. But this might be a good, yeah, like undercoat. It's quite a nice effect. I don't know where that spray paint came from, but it had just enough in the can to do this door. I quite like this mottled effect that it's given. I should have done the top, but yeah, I think I'll use like darker blue around the sides and maybe leave this marbled effect. I don't know, what do you think? So when I was in America recently, I spent a lot of time just sitting on the couch watching cooking shows and knitting for my grandson because my back was too sore to do much else. And on one of the cooking shows, I saw them using this infrared thermometer. And I looked it up on Amazon and it was, I thought, quite cheap. It's under $10. And so I got my son one and I got myself one. I'm not sponsored at all. I just thought this is a good product that I've got that I will share with you. I'll put a link for it in the description below. It actually comes with the batteries you need, and I was quite impressed with how solid it actually is. So it's not like cheap plastic at all. And what it does is that you just point it at your cooking pot or your oven or wherever you're wanting to take the temperature, and it gives you the temperature by laser. The laser points at it. Of course, my grandson thought this was his toy, and I had to eventually hide it from him because he was just wanting to laser everything. And the cats thought it was awesome chasing the lasers around. But I'm just going to put the batteries in now, and I'll show you how it works. So if I'm going to test these bottles, for instance, I just point the laser at it, and the bottles are 14.2. How cool is that? So I can get the temperature of things cooking without having to actually stick the thermometer in it and have to clean it and whatever afterwards. So let's check the laser again. It shoots the laser. That's 13.9. Let's go for the toilet paper. Toilet paper is 15.4. Anyway, this is the new toy I thought I'd share with you. It's really good quality and it works really, really well. So you can set this to Celsius or Fahrenheit. I've got it set on Celsius. So I want to see now the stew I'm making. How hot is that? 37.7. Let me see this. 94.8. Wow. You're lining up, all ready to go. I've already got your food and your hay in your night pen. Let's untie this. Let's untie this. You're always first here, Freckles. Who else is sticking their head through here? What's it, Henry? Yes. Nearly done. Nearly done. Oh. We don't have to do the very bottom one because you guys can step over it. Or maybe it's hooked. Wait, move up the way here. What's it, Freckles? Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck, but you guys are being so patient. I'm very impressed. There's not all this crying. Very patient. So Rachel's been calling this little one Arthur. King Arthur. Right. It might seem like I have a lot of things to fix, like that gate, the fence, my car, my hair probably, and definitely my back. But one thing I don't have to fix is my mindset, because I still have a positive mindset and I am feeling extremely positive. I can build a fire. And I can knit. So I'm just busy doing the sleeves for a jumper I've been working on since last winter actually. It's like I don't really like knitting in summer, so knitting for me is a winter activity. So I hadn't finished that jumper, and then I started knitting for my grandson. But to give you an idea, it's just made with lots of scrap pieces of wool, so it's going to be quite colourful. So, concentrate on the things that you can do rather than dwelling on what you're not able to do at this current time, because in a couple of days you might be able to do it. Embrace the power of yet. So if you don't succeed at something, don't get demoralized. Just embrace the power of yet and just know that you can't do it yet. And do something that you are able to do, that you can achieve some success. So I'll be taking this tramadol this evening. The pharmacist advised me not to take it during the day because she said I'd be flying around the farm on my broomstick, so I don't know how to take that. But I do know that that pill that they gave me yesterday, oh my goodness, it's sent me to different planets, definitely. Because my youngest daughter, Siobhan, phoned me at the time, and she said I wasn't really making much sense. She told me that I should phone a friend, and apparently I asked her why she's wanting me to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I got no memory of that. But anyway, so that's it for today's video. In the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on next week's video. Hopefully I'll be able to get some things done because my back is improving, and hopefully with these heavy drugs I'll be good to go. If you like flavor and you like exotic flavors, but you don't have too much money and you might live in a place where you can't always get the ingredients, Around the World on 80 Plus Plates is a recipe book with a difference. Some of the recipes, if they are on my YouTube channel, will have a QR code that will link right to there. But every recipe has got a photo of what it looks like when I made it. And there's all kinds of recipes, and they're from different countries around the world. So this is a way for you to travel the world through your dinner plate. And so it's available in paperback like this, and also in ebook format on Amazon.